I want to pick up on the nexus between digital and humanistic, because cities are collecting more and more data, and in some ways that data can be used to make life nicer, better services, more efficient transport, all these sorts of things. But I guess through COVID-19, I mean, talking from my personal perspective, which I assume other people share as well, actually the data collection made cities very unhumanistic, right? So if we think about, in Singapore, it was not unique to Singapore, the kind of tracing of all of your location data, quite invasive in terms of privacy, having gates to check in and out of and staff blocking your entrance in and out of everything was a data collection that was helping that the administrators of the city thought was needed to manage through the pandemic. Yet it dehumanized the city. It sort of made humans feel excluded from the fabric. What do you think are the key challenges for city authorities to think about to make sure that data doesn't dehumanize?
So that's a really good question. And I'm just going to cite two examples from the Southeast Asian region about how data can dehumanize. First, I cite the example from Myanmarese context where, in this move towards having smart cities, you want to introduce smart technologies and you want to have smart traffic lights and you want to have smart bus timetables. Well, what that does is that it can create a very efficient system, but if the potholes in the road are not fixed, then the best smart traffic lights in the world are not going to get you from point to point. And secondly, if you have smart timetables for your garbage truck driver who is in an economy that is straddling both the formal and informal economy, that you have your formal job, your day job as a garbage truck driver, your company says, this is the GPS system that I'm giving to you. You have to use it. You have to go from point A to point B to point C from this time to this time to this time. What it does is it cuts out the informal economy that the truck driver actually relies on, right? So if I am driving my garbage truck from point A to point B to collect garbage, along the way, I'm actually delivering goods and services to somebody else because that's my sideline, because my pay as a garbage truck driver is not actually going to support me. I actually need the sidelines. Actually using those smart technologies cuts out these possibilities. And in that sense, it decenters the needs of the human individual from a real economic sense. And so what seems very logical, what seems very positive, what seems very efficient in the use of smart technologies actually takes away from the livelihoods of those individuals. And so I guess what I want to say is that while big data, analytics, smart technologies are all used with the best of intentions and can improve livelihoods, we forget what was there before and what the fundamental issues that need to be addressed are, and in the process of doing that, dehumanize the real needs of individuals.
All right, watch out for the unintended consequences of tech.